We're back at Mike's Mustangs. We're gonna get one of these cars running. Alright, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Rustomod. In this episode, we're back at Mike's Mustangs, and we're going to do what we said we were going to do in the first episode. We're going to try to get one of these Mustangs running and maybe driving out of this yard so we can see if anything out of this yard is actually savable. Now, we scoped out some cars that might be pretty good candidates, so we'll see if we can get them running in this episode, and maybe in the future we can get them back on the road and at least drive them so we can tell that these are actually good projects that we could potentially make on the channel. So we're gonna go and take a look at some Mustangs here, see which ones would be good runners, and I think we have one picked out that will be a really good candidate to see if we can try to save this thing. So make sure you follow along. This is gonna be an exciting one. All right, so we're back here. We're gonna take a look at some of these cars. We'll show you guys which one we think would probably be the best one, best candidate that would spin over freely that we can try to get back on the road. So I'll show you guys some of the good candidates that are here. So we're back in the main lot, and there's a bunch of newer Edge Mustangs like this, and then there's a bunch of Fox bodies, but we would like to do an older Mustang, you know, something carbureted that would be a little bit easier for it to run. There's a few over here, but all the way in the back are a lot of the older stuff, and there's a lot of Fox bodies up here like you can see. But over here, there's actually this Cougar that is new that you guys didn't see last time, but it looks like it's in pretty good shape. And there's a bunch of old Mustangs over here. Now this silver convertible caught our eye because it looks pretty complete, and I think this one would be a pretty good one to get running. It is a little windy today, guys, so try to bear with me here. But this was the one that we saw whenever we first came here, this yellow, I think it's a 65 or 66 Mustang, and it looked pretty complete, but we actually came back and this one ended up being locked up, and we could try to get it running, but it's really sailed down in the weeds here and it's pretty rusted underneath. So this one they actually just got not too long ago. It's been off the road for a very long time, and we want to try to see what we can do. You can see on the inside it's pretty complete, but it definitely needs some work. So we'll see what we can do with this thing. So just happens to be another convertible right next to it, and this one turns over pretty easy as well. You can see here, try to turn that over. Yeah, it spins over.
And
So
it's got a battery.
yeah, so this one or the gray one will be pretty good candidates to try to get running. So we're gonna start, see which one's better out of the two, and see which one we can get running. All right, Patrick, which one do you want to start with? The silver one or the red one?
I don't know, I think the silver one's cooler to me. but
Okay.
The red one's probably,
Red one spins a little bit easier.
but show them the air filter.
Yeah, look how rusted the air filter is.
Yeah.
It's, I mean, I don't know. I guess we could get a socket on that, but I mean, this thing has definitely been sitting. It doesn't even have a brake booster in it.
Yeah. Maybe we'll just,
But we'll see which one turns over. So we'll try to work with what we got here. This one has a booster, has a battery. That
we can get
has
this
a good
all.
mouse.
Oh, it's got a new filter, cool filter.
I think out of the two, we can get one of them running for sure. So let's try to put a battery in it and see if even one of the starters work in these things. All right, got the battery in there?
Yeah. A little rusted on there. Oh, we're good.
Oh yeah. Oh, it looks
It's
pretty
about
good.
full. It's actually not too terrible.
Yeah, that looks pretty good.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not like water or anything.
How does that smell like?
I'm sure it smells like gas.
Gas. That's good.
Good.
Got gas in it.
Yeah.
All right, we pulled the top off. It's a convertible with a sunroof.
Seat, ready to get racing seats installed. Got the nice steering wheel.
Yeah, no key.
She had a 96,000 on her.
It's probably a 1 or 2. 96. I don't know.
The pedal is pretty good next time.
Yeah, these things rot so bad. You don't see any keys anywhere. Yeah, this is a glove box. That doesn't open. Okay, we'll just jump it.
We're just gonna try to jump the starter solenoid and see what happens.
Nothing.
Nothing. Nothing. Not looking very promising.
So after trying a few more things on the silver one, we decided that this one probably wasn't the easiest one to get running since everything was so rusted and bound up. All the connections on the starter solenoid were completely rotted, so we decided to pull the battery out of the silver one and start working on the red one because that one looked like it'd be a little bit easier to tackle.
Oh, let's see if the old block of wood battery tray with the bunchy cord.
Whoa!
Yes.
All right, red Mustang, try to start. Ready? Or orange?
Oh no. Don't fail us now, start. There's some kind of clank there.
Knock. Oh my gosh.
Dude, that is really bad. Is there something like loose?
I don't know.
Dude, that felt terrible.
It was like kunk, kunk, kunk. It like welded these pliers to the.
Well, we're around the lat.
We checked the oil on it and look how clean the oil looks. It looks pretty good. It like you could see right through it. I don't know what's wrong with this. It definitely has a hefty knock. I don't know if that's transmission or if that's engine. But we're gonna try to see if it'll at least spark, get some power to the coil and see if it'll spark. All right, we're using the Skeet penetrating oil that Sweet Patina sent us to. It's actually freezing penetrating oil. I've never used it before, but it works pretty good.
Yeah.
Spray everything down. Yeah.
It's pretty crazy. It like bubbles up.
Yeah, it's pretty
Really
cool.
gets into the grooves and everything.
All right, let's see if we can work this linkage. She is. Oh, I know a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit, but then it just starts to bend.
All right, I'm gonna work on trying to get power to the coil to see if that coil's any good. Looks pretty bad, dude. When you're leaning on that, the whole front of the car's leaning.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes I'll
We push on the radiator, the whole front is like moving.
Oh my gosh. There's something up. Oh, there's a giant like crush.
I think this car was wrecked pretty
Something.
good.
Yeah, the whole car is like this.
A little tweaked, but the motor spins, so that's good.
Yeah.
All right, so Patrick tried to get the linkage freed up a little bit with the Skeet, and
Moves like
it works a little bit.
quarter of an inch now.
Yeah, we might have to unhook the pedal or something to get that to really break free. I tried to power the coil just with a wire, so I want to see if I hook this up, if we're getting any spark. So we have our spark tester plugged into one of the plug wires so we can see if it's getting any spark, which I kind of doubt that it will, just with how rusted this thing is. I'm sure grounds are not good clean, so we'll have to manage that. But I'm gonna hook the power up here and see what it does. So let's try that real quick. Nothing.
Nothing.
Okay.
It sounds so bad, dude.
Yeah. These are so hot.
Yeah.
All right, I'm unhooking the battery. Whew.
Yeah, there's a
This motor is not very good at opening.
no.
I wonder why it's here.
Yeah, I wonder why they abandoned it.
Alright, so I gotta pull the distributor cap off, see what it looks like. Oh, dude,
Oh.
this is new. Pretty good. Okay. Alright, so now I'll just...
Dang.
Yeah, new cap and rotor.
Because I got to the point where it started rod knocking, and I'm like, huh.
Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna try to check voltage to... So, the voltage from the battery goes through the stars. Well, right now, whenever you turn the key on, the voltage, when you turn the key on, will go and power the coil. We're just jumping it right now because we don't have the key. So, I'm going to check voltage on the points here to make sure we're getting some kind of spark here, because then our problem is somewhere else, probably with the ground or something. So, if we're getting voltage here, then that would be the ideal scenario. So, and it looks like somebody has replaced these points. I mean, they look used, like it did run. They're very corroded though. So that could probably be most of our issue. So let's try that. Try to clean the points up. All right, so now I'm just going to clean the points out. So whenever the car rotates, the distributor opens these points on each one of these lobes. And so there's 8 for each cylinder. So when it opens, it won't fire the plug, but whenever it closes, it will. So when we rotate this around, it should go up. The belt's not slipping. It should go up to a point like that, and you can kind of see that it's opened a little bit. So that's the point gap. So whenever it's closed, if we go back the other way, it should close and it should ignite the plug. So I'm going to try to probably open the gap up a little bit. It seems like it's very tight, and try to clean these off because they'll corrode over time from just sitting closed like that, like if you're sitting with the key on or something like that. So we're going to try to see if I can get some spark out of here, and that would probably be a part of our issue. Alright, so Patrick's holding the power to the coil that's linked down here to the coil, and I have a test light here, so I'm just gonna make sure that we're getting voltage. Our test light is beeping, so that means that we're having a signal to that side. So now we have to figure out why there's no spark, which probably is a ground issue, I would say. So we're gonna try to figure that out next. I say it's more corrosion on the points. Alright, well, we were trying to get the red one running, and we knew this car was in an accident at some point, but when we were cranking it over, all this oil started pouring out from under the engine, so we think that the block has a crack in it or something. So we decided,
It sounds horrible.
it sounds like it's got a big knock in it, so we decided to jump ship and go back to the silver one, because this one, it looks better, it just wasn't doing anything. So electronically we don't really know what's going on, but we're gonna try to finagle this one together now. The starter solenoid on this doesn't seem to work, so I pulled off the cable. I pulled off the starter cable here, cleaned it up. It was really rusted. I'm gonna try to touch it to the battery and see if I can just jump it directly.
Sounds way better.
That sounds way better than that one. All right, now we kind of have something going on here. Let's try to make everything else work. Okay, so we stole the power cable from that one.
This one looked.
Yeah, this one was super rotted. So hopefully that's kind of our connection issue here. Hook that guy back up here. And then I'm gonna try to, sorry the squeaking, this hood is bent and it's really loud with the wind. I'm gonna try to hook the starter cable back up to the starter solenoid here so we get power for everything else, and see if it will go spin over that way. So try to hook that up real quick. Okay, so pulled the distributor cap off this one, and it looks also pretty good. Not too bad. I mean, the other one definitely was recently replaced, but that's definitely a newer condenser and a newer point.
That definitely needs to be cleaned up.
On here.
No, the points.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So, and what's nice is we can take the points out of that one if we need to and just swap them. So I'm gonna try to just clean everything, do the same thing we just did, check for power to the coil, and see what we can get from there. All right, so after some analysis, the points on these ones are really shot. So we're gonna swap them with the other one. Everything else looks pretty good. So I think if we swap the points, we should be good to go. So I'm just gonna yank them out real quick, and then I'll have to reset that. Wow. So these points are from the orange Mustang, and these ones are from the silver one. So I'm putting these ones in because these are new. And hopefully that solves our ignition problem. We didn't know that it didn't have an ignition problem, but these ones are shot. So these ones are a lot newer. I'm gonna try to swap these in.
Oh, I blew it up.
Oh.
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 Dude, look, it melted the whole point.
This one has a hole in the block. This one, I tried to get the distributor out of it. The distributor is stuck in the block. I can't get it out. I was going to take this distributor out since it has a grounding issue and swap it with this distributor in this car, but it's not gonna work. I mean, I just can't get it out of the block. It's literally rusted to the block. So it really sucks because this one would probably run if I could get that in. So now we're going down the line and we found this one has a 6-cylinder in it. So just try to make something out of this video for you guys and try to get this 6-cylinder running. This car is all torn apart, but if I could just get it running, I think that would be kind of cool. So we'll see what we do, see how it goes.
Goody oil.
Oh,
Very dark.
this oil looks the worst. Battery's in there, but this one has a key in it and it's on. Hey, you hooked the battery up? Yeah. Oh, dude, this is way better. I know it's a 6-cylinder, it has no body panels on it, but this was way better than the other two.
This is already also a better start.
This is awesome. All right, let's see if it gets any spark.
Yeah, I put.
All right, here.
I plugged the.
You plug that in? Yeah. All right, we're gonna try to crank this one, see if it has spark. Ready? No, no spark. It sounds better than the other one.
Yeah.
All right, figure that issue out. Probably the same problem as the other three. All right, guys, clean the distributor and crank. All right, we got a little bit of spark, but that battery is not sounding very good.
No. I think
So,
we got the one control.
we try to jump it or something real quick. All right, floor it.
There's some good metal in here.
You have that off. Is there a gas pedal in there? Oh, yeah, that works. Try it. Oh! Wait, hold on. Big fire.
Fuel up.
Maybe. We have a boat tank right here. Maybe hook that up. This car's been here for a long time. She's been parted out on, and there's not much left to her, but the engine is good, I think. I mean, I feel like that's pretty good.
It's better than the other ones.
Yeah.
That one's freaking pissing wool out of it, just cranking it over.
Yeah. All right, let's try to get some fuel on here.
There we go.
Got accelerator pump.
All right, got our fuel pump on here. Squirting gas.
Yeah.
All right, let's try this again.
Here,
I just hooked this up.
Okay, turn the key.
All right, see what it'll do. And I'll yell at you if it starts catching on fire. Yeah. Oh, it ran good. Oh, it has so much blow by. It's so bad. Yeah. Oh, poor thing. All right, try it again. Oh, it's smoking so bad out of the breather. All right, try it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it was close. Try to keep it running. Keep it going.
The throttle is so touchy.
Keep it going. Yes, sir. We got it running in this junkyard.
We have no way. Oh, it doesn't want to idle though.
Hey, we got it, dude.
Yeah, it sounds pretty good.
Yeah, unfortunately, this one is the only one that ran. That of our ones that we've tried today. But at least we got one running. So I was kind of feeling defeated with the other two. But I mean, guys, we're dealing with cars that have been sitting for so long in this junkyard. No one's ever tried to get them running. So, you know, we're trying what we can, what we got. But I'm really happy we at least got something going. You know, whenever you do something like this, you never know what's gonna happen. I don't know, I wanna try to get one of these things running and driving out the gate over there. Look at all these Mustangs just left for dead. And at least these three, you could get running if we had the amount of time and parts.
Yeah.
Maybe not the one on the end because that one had a hole in the block, but
Definitely the silver one.
the silver one,
Sure.
I think we'll come back and try to get that one running. I just need a big pry bar to pry it out of there. Try it again. Try it again. Nothing. Yeah, we might not even be a drive shift in this thing. I don't even know.
Oh, maybe.
Well, hey, it runs actually pretty consistently
Yeah,
now.
it runs good.
Runs good.
Get the little throttle fired up.
Yeah.
Doesn't idle, but
Yeah, man, that was awesome. All right, we're here. I just want to show you guys how easy this thing is to fire up. Watch this. Dude. This thing runs so good.
Yeah.
It was just left here for dead. It's crazy. Yeah, I bet you there's a bunch of other cars in here that would run like this.
yeah. We just picked the first two we picked are the worst ones.
Yeah. Sweet. Boom.
Yeah, a little bit of blow by.
Yeah. Well, I think that's probably going to do it for this episode. Thanks for watching. We just wanted to show you guys that a lot of these cars that are left for dead in lots like this can still be saved at some point, or at least good parts off of them. So if any of you guys want to buy or are interested in any of these Mustangs that we have here today, let me know down in the comments below, and I'll put Mike's Mustangs phone number here. Big shout out to him for letting us film here and do all these cool videos that you guys like. So maybe we'll do a little bit of walk around, see what else is here. So if you guys let us know of any other cool projects that we could try to get running here on the channel.
Let's see if we can find a Maverick.
Yeah, we're gonna look for some cool stuff here. So we'll take you guys along to see what other cool stuff we can find. Yeah, so here's some other cars that he's gotten since last time. Trying to sell some of this stuff, you know, because that's what he does. But there's some good ones out here. Yeah, this Pinto you guys saw in the last video. This row in the back is actually pretty interesting. Like this wagon. Oh wow, he pulled the front off of this. Man, this one would have been really cool. So there's this one. There's this row here. Look at this fence. Was this fence pushed over like that last time? I wonder if he hit it whenever he was moving something. So we're looking for, oh, there's a Maverick right here.
We're looking for a Maverick rear end for Patrick's Nova project. So we're trying to measure it. Oh, it looks very easy to access. That's good. But yeah, if you guys need any parts, like I said, I'll link his phone number in the description and you guys can hit him up. All the Ford, Mustang, Torino, Galaxy, everything. He's got a bunch of assortment of Fords. So, pretty cool stuff. Well, we trying to measure this. Oh, that's easy. Get down there. We're told that the Maverick rear ends would be a better rear end, more of the same width as a Nova, so we're trying to get a cheaper rear end out of this. Oh, dude, don't scratch it.
She's a good donor.
Yeah, this would be a race car or something.
Yeah.
It's actually not too bad.
So from the backing plate, right there, crossed, we're looking around. It's pretty close to maybe 51 3/4 or 52. It's pretty close.
All right, that sounds like it'll work.
Oh.
Yeah, there's a bunch of really cool cars here. Mike's definitely some really solid projects, like this Torino for the channel or something. So I've put a lot of things in there, a lot of bodies in the front of that one.
All right, here's the Mustang Rogue again. There's some new ones, some things we haven't seen before over here. I haven't really seen too many of these Mustangs. And then like this green one, I don't remember seeing this one before. There's these. And there's this really cool 35 Chevy. It's like a chop top. Pretty cool. I mean, it's pretty rotted, but I mean, it kind of sucks. Yeah, it was really cool. Somebody really did a good effort chopping that thing. So here's a little bit better look at some cars that you might not have seen before. So like this Comet, there's another one behind it. There's Fairlane. Here's another Mach 1 that I don't think was here in the last video. It looks like the one from Gone in 60 Seconds. It looks like the one after the movie, like it just got jumped. But pretty cool. And then there's that one that everybody wanted us to get running. I really wanted to get this one running, but it's locked up. I went here the other day trying to get it breaking loose and poor thing's locked up. But man, it's such a cool car. Hit him up because I think this would be a really solid project for somebody. I mean, I know it needs a hood and an engine and everything, but out of all the cars here, honestly, like it's probably one of the better ones. I didn't see this old Ford truck here either. This thing's cool. What motor's this thing got? A little hood, weight reduction on that thing.
Oh, dude, that's a runner.
Yeah. See if it'll turn over. Huh? Well, try to turn it. Oh, it's flipping. It might, I don't know.
Pretty good.
Oh, the old Die Hard in there? Yeah, there's some good ones in here, man. There's Excursion. Check this out, though. This is a square body Chevy, which is weird to be in here. That's a Chevy Ramp truck. Super cool. And it's a crew cab. I really need this. I just got a 12 valve coming, so this kind of is something I need. I don't know if this is their truck, though, because it does have tags on it.
Yeah, it is a Chevy.
It's Virginia tags, though. Yeah, and it's a Chevy, so look at the inside. Not bad. Dude,
Is there a key in it?
It probably is their truck. Don't turn it on. It's probably their truck, man. Fire's like, that's my truck. Freaking dropping off with it. So, yeah, this thing is really cool. I need it. I will buy this. We can take this thing to Power Tour. And whenever we break down. So we'll have to figure out who owns this bad thing. But anyway, back to Ford stuff. All right, we just talked to Mike. I didn't want to fire this thing up because I didn't know whose it was, but he said, yeah, we just fire it up. So I think this thing's cool. It's a crew cab. He doesn't want too much money for it, honestly. Let's see if it runs. It's kind of musty in here. All right, ready? Oh, it's loud, dude.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Open header. Oh, open headers.
I didn't look at that.
Yeah, it's really just open headers.
Oh yeah, dude, 454.
Yeah, that's pretty, like, it's got some valve covers on it.
Oh yeah, it's got carbon on it. Dude, this thing is cool.
AC, don't know if it works, but.
Yeah, it's a crew cab. I have so much stuff, man. It's got hydro boost on it. Look at that.
Oh yeah, wow. It's got some good hose clamps. It's like a newer hydro.
I know. Whoa. A little loud.
Yeah.
Cool. I like it.
Well, I guess
I'm a
he's.
square body guy, but. Oh yeah. Oh, look at this already bent.
Oh yeah.
Square body things.
Oh jeez.
That's why I like square body. Man, that thing's sweet though.
Yeah.
That's cool. Dude,
Dude,
we
just-
gotta get this.
Just power wash it.
It'd be cool if it was 4-wheel drive.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be cool. We have to figure out a frame for it. Yeah, this is sweet. Well, let us know if you guys think we should get this. I think we should, but you know, somebody else is.
We should totally get it because we need so much other stuff.
We could use it though.
Yeah.
It's, you know,
It runs.
It runs. Yeah, we drive it home right now.
Maybe we should put it in drive, see what happens.
Oh, we can't do it. Good now.
Huh. Well, I found the exhaust. The exhaust is in the ground.
Well, you know, it needs some work, but you know, maybe we'll.
Look at the exhaust.
Oh yeah. In the mud.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. I don't know.
The guy called me up and had a couple junk cars. And, he says, Mike, you still buying junk cars for the fire department?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I get down there and I'm buying a couple, they were actually Volvos. So I said, Brian, I've got you a couple Volvos. And this was sitting there. I said, well, what's the deal with this Ranchero? Look how clean it is.
Mm-hmm.
And he says, well, he goes, the guy bought it to put the front clip on a 390 car he had bought and used everything in a big block car.
Mm.
He says, and the guy told me, he said, I got the title to it. I said, I want this car.
Yeah.
So I've been buying. That's why I bought the other Fairlanes. I got that there now.
Oh, okay. So you're just gonna put this together? Yeah.
They going back outside,
Yeah.
I can tell you.
Oh yeah. No.
I mean, here's the $1 million piece. There's this tailgate. Where can you find a Ranchero tailgate?
Oh wow. Yeah.
No rust.
That is really cool. And he was local?
Yeah, it was over
Wow.
on Tobacco.
Wow.
Kidding.
That's awesome.
In a field. You couldn't even see the
In a
car.
field, really?
In a field. I mean, the guy had a bunch of property, so it had like a little knoll, and you couldn't see any of his stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That's awesome.
That's crazy. It's from here.
it is.
Yeah,
But I
that's
don't know where it
super
came
cool.
from.
Like dented,
Somebody definitely put some time into it for sure. Yeah, that's pretty
Someone
cool.
started- You know, now whether it was complete and the guy stripped it, well, I guess it was because he used the front clip. He said for he had a big block car.
Oh, so
Okay.
you use the parts off of this?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And that's guess what? It's going back together.
Yeah,
I have a complete rusted at one. It's got all the molding. You know, I got everything for it.
this thing's cool. Yeah, definitely. It'd be a really good project, and I guess you got all the parts for it. All right, so that's the back lot. Not too much other new stuff here. So that's our quick look around of Mike's place. A good update. All right, guys, that's probably gonna do it for this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching, and let us know what other cars you want to see get running down here. A lot of them are locked up, which we didn't really realize, but there are some that are still good. We probably want to come back and maybe mess with the silver one or some other ones in this field. And then we have the other yard where we can find some other cars that we could get running in there too. So let us know what you think, and let us know if you see anything in the background or any of our other videos of other cars that we can get running. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe so we can see more content like this. And we'll see you guys on the next episode. Thanks for watching. This car is idling. No way, that's so sick. Look, it's running. It's just running. Oh,
It's running out of gas. Oh, dude, it was idling. That's crazy.